Hello and welcome to My Little Pony Friends Forever 31. If you would like to support the channel and get access to my videos one day early without added commentary, you can check out my Patreon, link in the description. The card of the day is Flurry Heart, Crystal Heart mode. My favorite thing when the Crystal Heart pops off is how it just spawns in hair accessories and new main styles for the main characters. Gotta love the magic of marketing.
You were right, Rainbow. This is the fluffiest cloud yet. I know, right? They just get fluffier the higher we fly. From this high up, you can see all the way to Appaloosa. What's that there? Is Appaloosa on fire?
Oh no! We gotta get help! Oh wait, no. Hold on a second. You two hang back. I think this is a job for...
Rainbow Dash!
Wait, she thinks this is a job for who? She just flew away. I hope she's not mad at us.
Little Stronghearts!
Yep, right. That is totally her name. I definitely did not forget.
Rainbow Dash! Thank goodness you saw our smoke signal. I got here as fast as I could. What's happening? You challenging me to a race?
Not this time, sadly.
So you're forfeiting then, yeah? Yeah, understandable.
This is why we called you.
How, your crops? I don't understand. I am not a farmer.
Rainbow, Weather Rainbow, put the pieces together.
That's Applejack's thing? Do you mean to smoke signal her? She's the one with 3 apples. Or maybe Big Macintosh. He has just one big apple, but it's cut in half. Oh, and then Apple Bloom has an apple too now, but hers is like in a shield thing. But I don't think it has anything to do with farming, actually.
You are the one we meant to call Rainbow Dash. You may be our only hope. This way. It's warmer inside. Rainbow Dash, meet Chief Thunderhooves.
Thank you for coming, Miss Dash.
No prob, Chief. What's the trouble?
Because there's no way the problem could be the unrelenting snow.
I'm afraid there is big trouble, Rainbow Dash. Very big trouble indeed. You saw the barren fields outside. Normally, this is our growing season. Normally, those fields would be green with crops. But there has been a coldness this season, and it shows no sign of stopping. Our soil is frozen. Our skies gray with clouds.
Clouds? Why didn't you just say so? Clearing clouds is my specialty. How to zip on up there and...
We have tried that, Rainbow Dash. It will not work. There is only one way. You must find the Rainbow Crow.
The Rainbow Crow?
Many years ago, when the noble buffalo first came to this place, it was even colder than it is today. The fields seemed to stretch on forever, and the hills for stampeding were plentiful, each one taller than the last. But for the bitter cold, it was the perfect home, and the buffalo have always been stubbornly optimistic, so they decided that they would make a place for themselves here. The cold gray would have to surrender to summer's green soon. Or so they thought. The cold did not surrender, but neither did the buffalo. With no crops to harvest, the buffalo grew hungry. They could see the sun's warm fire in the sky, but its heat did not reach far enough to melt their icy valley. To warm their hides, the buffalo would stampede over every hill they could reach. It was in these hills that they first heard something that would warm their hearts as well. The dulcet melodies of the great Rainbow Crow. Against the gray of the frozen hillside, the Rainbow Crow's patchwork feathers sparkled like gemstones, but it was her song that shined the brightest. Her notes were said to stretch on for days, from the most mournful lows to the most explosive highs, and she could fly just as high, higher. The buffalo had an idea. They begged the great rainbow crow to fly to the bright sun and ask it for relief. The trek would be long and dangerous, but the crow's bravery was only second to her loyalty. Up she flew, through hills and into clouds, past the stars and the moon. Finding no perch to rest, she soared higher and higher, singing her song as she sped along. After 3 long days, she finally reached the bright center. Up close, the sun was even brighter than the crow's own luminance. She honored him with a song, and in return, the sun gave her the gift of its warmth. The great rainbow crow raced back through the heavens. At first, the fire was a comfort to her, warming her weary body as she flew. But as her torch burned down, the flames crept closer to her colorful plumage. If she flew too fast, the flame might go out. Too slow, and the fire would overcome her. The flames burned closer still. As she reached the atmosphere, the fire's smoke was upon her. Steadfastly, she carried the torch through the clouds. The dark ash and soot began to darken her rainbow wings. Instead of air, her lungs found only smoke, and like her feathers, her beautiful voice began to stain. She could no longer sing to announce her return. She could only... When she reached the plains, the noble buffalo did not recognize her. Feathers that were once bright as morning were now black as the night. But there would be color soon. The buffalo took the warmth and spread it across the plains. The snow melted into water and the soil drank of it. The fields began to bear fruit. The great crow had given springtime to the buffalo. Her cost, though, was great. She could no longer sing her song. Her feathers would no longer shine bright against the plains. No more rainbow. Or so she thought. As she flew off through the hills, she saw it for the first time, and you can see it still today in any crow's feather. When the sun found her just right, a shimmer, a beautiful, iridescent rainbow reflection. A thank you from the sun for her loyalty, her friendship, for her song.
That was awesome! So what? You guys want me to fly up to the sun and bring back more fire?
We have fire, Rainbow Dash.
Obviously.
Look, it was a long story. I don't blame Rainbow for forgetting what the chief asked her 5 minutes ago.
There is a ritual, a ceremony. The great crow left us many feathers. Now, in the years when the snow won't relent, we set fire to one of them to remind the land of her great sacrifice.
What, did the snow build up a tolerance to the sun's fire, so you gotta, shame it into going away by burning the crow's feather?
Kickstart the spring thaw.
We used our last feather in the last harsh winter.
I don't think my feathers would be any help, Chief. They're like horse feathers.
No, Rainbow Dash. We need you to bring us a feather from the great rainbow crow.
Oh, wait. She's still around? Kinda just assumed your story ended with her dying.
The buffalo have not seen the great crow in many winters, but she kept a nest. It is far, far from here, past the Badlands and the Forbidden Jungle. The trek is long and dangerous. But not to worry, little Strongheart knows the way. Take this. If you find the great crow, she will expect a tribute.
Please hurry. Unless our fields thaw soon, there will be no food to eat.
Hey, no problem. There's no pony faster than Rainbow Dash and...
Little Strongheart! Rainbow Dash and who? I mean, you'd assume she'd say Little Strongheart, but who can say for sure? They just took off. Aw, jeez. I hope they're not mad at us. You know, that joke wasn't funny the first time, but the second time, it just hits different.
Okay, so now we can race. Race? But you don't know the way. The chief said it was past the Badlands and the Forbidden Jungle. So, So, last one, there's a dragon egg! Rainbow, wait! What, you give up already?
These are the Badlands. It's not safe to be up there. My tribe has come this way many times. The best way is to stay close to the trail. Those rock formations are full of...
Oh, I see. You're trying to win this race. And it just so happens that this slow way down here, the Buffalo's way, is the safest way. Very convenient. Sorry, sister. I'm doing this one my way. And my way is the flyway!
Coyotes.
Okay, let's try your way.
How did a coyote catch her? How slow is she going? Good on Rainbow for showing some restraint so Little Strong Heart stands a chance in this race. Follow the river until it forks. Hang a left there and keep going until you hit marshlands. Look out for hanging vines in the trees and quicksand on the ground. And watch out for lions, tigers, and
Bears?
no, capuchin monkeys.
Adorable but very grabby. They do not know what consent is.
You ready?
Set. Go! Whoa! Close call. One of those little jerks almost grabbed the Rainbow Crow's tribute.
I am getting PTSD from the Lion King for Sega Genesis. That puzzle where the monkeys throw Simba around? Too complex for my 4-year-old brain.
Ew, gross. Okay, command decision. We are definitely doing this one my way. You've got to admit, your ways do seem a little silly. Setting a feather on fire to grow your crops? The buffalo's traditions have been passed down from one generation to another for centuries. Our respect for our history makes us stronger. Right. But when I tackle a problem, I just go straight at it.
Without any concern for consequences. We love our Rainbow Dash, folks. Yes, we do.
Shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, right? I mean, doesn't it slow things down? All these rituals and ceremonies.
Didn't the chief say Pegasi couldn't get rid of the snow? I mean, not that I expect Rainbow Dash to, listen or pay attention, but...
Put me down right now! You think you know everything, don't you? Alright, cool. You cross this mountain your super fast straight line Pegasus way, and I'll go my crusty old traditional buffalo way. Are you sure? Sure, I'm sure, Kimosabe. Get along. Okay.
I see you just abandoned your comrade, Rainbow. We don't need loyalty on this adventure. 16 grueling hours later. See, they met right back up. Never punished.
So cold. You're up there. So thin. Mountain goats. So rude. How did you beat me? I flew over that thing at top speed! Oh, there's a cavern under the mountains. Traditional buffalo water slide. What? Well, Hotshot, I hope you still got some juice left because this is why we called you. This spire's much too steep for me to climb. Only the best flyer in Equestria could even... Rainbow? Okay, Dash, just a little more. Oh, wow. Okay, Rainbow, you can do this. The necklace! Miss Rainbow Crow? My name is Rainbow too. I'm a Pegasus from Closdale. Well, I live in Ponyville, but I was sent here by the buffalo from the Appalachian Plains. They said that many years ago you helped them, and now they need your help again. I was supposed to have a tribute for you, but all I ask is a hair from your lovely rainbow mane. Really? That's all? Did you make it? Was she there? She was there. She was awesome! And she gave me these. Oh, Rainbow, you did it! Of course I did it.
Now, we gotta hurry and get these to the chief. You know, if you want, you guys can still just skip this whole ceremony and I can go talk to Princess Celestia myself. She is in charge of the sun, after all.
Rainbow, the crow already went to the sun and got the fire. It's not the sun. This isn't a sun problem.
You know the Daybringer? Know her? We're practically besties. Really? Totally. We're like sisters. One time, I even beat her in a race. Really? Well, I don't know if she knew we were racing, but I got there first. Wow. She's not some all-powerful harvest spirit, you know. She's just a pony. I mean, she's an alicorn pony, like the top alicorn pony, and she raises the sun every morning. But at the end of the day, she's not so different from you or me. And we know that, Rainbow Dash. We're not primitive. We just like to offer tribute the old-fashioned way. Our traditions are what keep us connected. Our link to the past ensures us a prosperous future. Plus, the ceremony is super cool looking. Okay, little Strongheart, you win. This way is totally better.
And this concludes The Great Crow. Until next time. So this was definitely a story. Maybe I'll talk myself into liking it by the end, but not particularly my favorite. The plot structure, pretty non-existent. It really do be just Rainbow goes to the buffalo, Rainbow goes to where the buffalo say to go, Rainbow does the thing the buffalo say to do, Rainbow goes home. There wasn't like anything going on. I mean, besides Rainbow kinda just being herself. But Rainbow just talking about how she's so awesome and is awesome at everything, that doesn't particularly make a compelling story. I don't know. I mean, sure, you can say that she came to appreciate the buffalo's way. I mean, okay. But I mean, it didn't really feel like it was about her hating on the buffalo's traditions. It was more just like Rainbow being her stubborn ass, slamming her way headfirst through every single problem. And Little Strongheart just kind of makes it about disrespecting buffalo traditions. I don't know. And Rainbow doesn't even have the tribute to offer the crow, but she just like, I really don't care, man. There was literally no fail state here. Also, like, Chief Thunderhooves literally says, "We have tried using Pegasi to fix the weather. It does not work. This ritual is mandatory for the weather. It has nothing to do with traditions." But the entire time, why is Rainbow Dash so hung up? Why are you doing all these shitty, slow rituals? Can't you just, like, do things the right way? And at the end, Rim was like, want me to ask Celestia to help you out? She is in charge of the sun. Girl, it's not about the sun. They have the sun's fire. The crow got them the fire. They have it. It's about the weather. Girl never pays attention. But I mean, we gotta give Tony Fleeks a break here. He doesn't write too many of these pony stories. He's a great artist, top 3, top 2, maybe even pony comic artist, but, you know, he just was not cooking when he wrote this story. Initially, I was thinking at least, wow, this is some interesting buffalo lore that he made up to complement this story. I wonder if this was inspired by any actual Native American mythology. And this is why I said, initially, holy shit, dude just verbatim quoted an entire published novel from 1991, wow! Which itself isn't actually even based on Native American mythology. So, I don't know, man. Crazy. Also, like, I don't really get why they need the crow's feathers. They have fire, which is what the crow got from the sun. So that's why the buffalo have fire in the first place. And that fire is what drove away the snow initially. When Rainbow's like, oh, you need me to go fly up and get some special sunfire? Chief is like, no, idiots. Go get a crow feather. So what? The snow just doesn't respect the rainbow crow's sacrifice, and then every now and then the buffalo have to light a feather on fire to remind it to go away? That is what's happening, right? Very weird magic at play here, but interesting to see how a non-horse may deal with the weather. Ritualistic sacrifices to the gods. Honestly, sounds a lot less silly than a weather factory. That is like the only interesting thing I found in this story. Man, I really don't even know what else to say. I don't think there's anything worth talking about, which is sad. I like the crow. I feel bad for the crow. Poor girl smoked like 1,000 packs of cigarettes and ruined her lungs forever. And now she just hangs out in the middle of nowhere by herself. And the buffalo just use her for her feathers. They don't give a shit about her. Thunderhooves say they honor the crow's loyalty, but honestly, like, I don't know, this is way more generous than loyal, I'd say. It's very reminiscent of Miss Maine's legend. There wasn't even, like, any funny moments either. There's this one joke, which is not funny, but what is funny, doubling down, repeating the joke. You know what? Gotta give him a point for that. The coyote hanging off Rainbow's tail, kind of funny. Going in for the lion, tigers, and bears, but not actually bears, capuchin monkeys, you know, that's a nice little mix-up, subverting expectations. Okay, wait, let me say this. I don't think there's anything wrong with Rainbow's character. I think Rainbow is actually written quite true to herself. But the setting and story that she was dropped into doesn't really help her character shine through. She is rash. She is reckless. She will ram her head straight into that wall until she breaks through. If nothing Rainbow did mattered, like if she didn't hinder their progress at all, what are we even doing here? The worst she did is, what, stall their journey by a few hours as she flew over the mountain instead of taking the secret passage through the mountain? Yeah, I don't know, man. This story is pretty whack. Nice to see the buffalo. That was like cool or something. Anyway, no art changes. Those have been my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and until next time.